In the pursuit of success and fulfillment, we often overlook a critical factor that can significantly impact our journey: the power of privacy. Today, we're going to explore 5 crucial areas of life that must remain private at all costs. Understanding and implementing this wisdom can be the difference between a life of constant external pressure and one of authentic growth and achievement. Privacy, when strategically maintained, becomes a powerful tool for personal and professional development. It creates a protected space where we can reflect, grow, and make decisions without the constant influence of external opinions or judgments. This concept isn't just about keeping secrets. It's about cultivating an environment where your true self can flourish. Research consistently shows that maintaining privacy in certain aspects of life leads to better decision making, reduced stress, and increased likelihood of achieving our goals. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who kept their intentions private were more likely to follow through on them compared to those who made public declarations. Before we delve into the 5 critical areas, let's take a moment to understand why privacy has become such a rare commodity in our modern world. We live in an era where sharing has become the norm. From our meals to our workouts, from our relationships to our career moves, there's an unspoken pressure to broadcast every aspect of our lives. This constant exposure can be exhausting, and more importantly, it can be detrimental to our personal growth and success. The famous psychologist Carl Jung once said, "The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases." This wisdom applies perfectly to the concept of privacy. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find the right balance that allows you to engage with the world while still maintaining a sacred private space for your most important thoughts, decisions, and actions. Now, let's delve into these 5 critical areas that demand our utmost discretion. On your personal growth journey, the first area that must remain private is your personal growth journey. This encompasses your self-improvement efforts, your struggles with personal challenges, and your journey of self-discovery. It's about the books you read, the courses you take, the habits you're trying to build or break, and the personal limitations you're working to overcome. Why keep this private? The goal-setting theory developed by Edwin Locke and Gary Latham provides compelling evidence. Their research suggests that publicly announcing your goals can give you a premature sense of completeness. This false sense of accomplishment can actually decrease your motivation to put in the hard work necessary to achieve those goals. Think about it this way. When you tell someone you're going to lose weight, start a business, or learn a new skill, you often receive praise and encouragement. This positive feedback feels good, and your brain might interpret it as a reward. The problem is you haven't actually accomplished anything yet. You've just talked about it. This can lead to a satisfaction that reduces your drive to actually do the work. Furthermore, keeping your personal growth journey private allows you to be truly honest with yourself. You can acknowledge your flaws, confront your fears, and challenge your limitations without the fear of judgment. It gives you the freedom to experiment, to fail, and to try again without the pressure of living up to others' expectations. Consider this. A study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that individuals who kept their goals private were 70 more likely to achieve them compared to those who shared their goals public. This striking difference underscores the power of private. Focused dedication to personal growth. Let's look at a real-world example. When J.K. Rowling was writing the first Harry Potter book, she didn't tell many people about it. She worked on it privately, pouring her creativity and effort into the project without the pressure of public expectation. This privacy allowed her to fully develop her ideas and create a rich, detailed world that has captivated millions of readers worldwide. Another powerful example is the story of Abraham Lincoln. Before becoming one of the most famous presidents in U.S. history, Lincoln spent years educating himself in private. He borrowed books and studied law on his own, often by candlelight after long days of work. This private dedication to self-improvement laid the foundation for his future success. So how can you apply this to your own life? Start by creating a personal growth plan that's just for you. Set goals, track your progress, and reflect on your journey in a private journal or digital document. When you face setbacks or doubts, resist the urge to seek validation or advice from others immediately. Instead, turn inward. Reflect on your motivations, adjust your strategies if needed, and recommit to your goals in private. Remember, your personal growth journey is exactly that. Personal, it's about becoming the best version of yourself, not about impressing others or living up to their expectations. By keeping this journey private, you give yourself the space to grow authentically at your own pace and in your own way. Two, your financial status. The second area that demands privacy is your financial status. This includes details about your income, savings, investments, and financial goals. In a world where material success is often overvalued, revealing your financial status can invite a host of problems. If you're doing well financially, you might attract envy, false friends, or constant requests for money. This can create unnecessary stress and strain in your relationships. On the other hand, if you're struggling financially, you might face judgment or lose opportunities because people underestimate your potential or make assumptions about your abilities based on your current financial situation. But there's a deeper data-driven reason for financial privacy. A survey by Fidelity Investments found that 43 of couples couldn't correctly identify how much their partner earns. While this might seem surprising, many financial experts argue that this level of privacy can actually be beneficial for relationships, reducing financial stress and conflict. Moreover, financial privacy allows you to make decisions based on your values and long-term goals, not on maintaining an image or meeting others' expectations. You can live below your means, invest in your future, and build wealth without external pressure or judgment. Consider the story of Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world. Despite his immense wealth, Buffett is known for his frugal lifestyle. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. By keeping his lifestyle modest and not flaunting his wealth, Buffett has been able to focus on his financial goals and investment strategies without the distractions that often come with visible wealth. On the other end of the spectrum, many lottery winners have found that sudden public knowledge of their financial windfall led to numerous problems. They were inundated with requests for money from friends, family, and strangers alike. Many ended up losing their fortunes due to poor decisions made under pressure. These stories underscore the importance of financial privacy, regardless of your financial status. So, how can you maintain financial privacy in your own life? Start by being discreet about your income and wealth. Avoid discussing specific figures with friends or colleagues. When it comes to lifestyle choices, make decisions based on your values and long-term goals, not on pressing others or keeping up appearances. If you're married or in a committed relationship, it's important to find a balance between transparency with your partner and maintaining some level of financial independence. This might mean having separate as well as joint accounts, or agreeing on a threshold for purchases that need to be discussed together. Remember, your financial status is a tool for achieving your life goals, not a measure of your worth as a person. By keeping it private, you protect yourself from unnecessary judgment and pressure, and you maintain the freedom to make financial decisions that truly align with your values and aspirations. Three, your next big move, the third element to keep private is your next big move. This could be a career change, a new business venture, or any major life decision that could significantly impact your future. The excitement of a new plan can often tempt us to share it with the world, but there are compelling reasons to keep these plans under wraps until they're ready to be executed. There's a psychological principle at play here called social reality. When we share our plans, we often receive feedback and opinions from others. While sometimes helpful, this input can also create a social reality around our plans before they're fully formed or ready to be executed. This can lead to premature judgment, unsolicited advice, and added pressure that may hinder rather than help your progress. A study published in Psychological Science found that when people announce their intentions to commit to an identity goal in public, they are less likely to follow through on the behaviors that will help them achieve that goal. This is because the announcement itself creates a sense of identity completeness, reducing the motivation to take further action. By keeping your next big move private, you protect your plans from premature criticism or discouragement. You give yourself the space to fully develop your ideas, strategize, and prepare without the pressure of external expectations or the need to defend your choices before you're ready. Let's look at some historical examples that illustrate the power of keeping your next big move private. When Apple was developing the first iPhone, the project was kept highly secret. Even within the company, different teams worked on different aspects of the phone without knowing the full picture. This level of secrecy allowed Apple to innovate freely, without pressure from competitors or premature public judgment. The result was a revolutionary product that changed the mobile industry. Another example is Walt Disney's acquisition of land for Walt Disney World. To avoid speculation and price gouging, Disney used various shell companies to quietly purchase large tracts of land in Florida. By keeping these plans private, Disney was able to secure the land needed for the massive project at reasonable prices. So how can you apply this principle in your own life? When you're contemplating a big move, whether it's changing careers, starting a business, or making a significant life change, resist the urge to announce it widely. Instead, keep your plans close to your chest. Use this private time to research plan and prepare thoroughly. If you need input or advice, be selective about who you confide in. Choose a small group of trusted advisors who can provide valuable insights without spreading your plans prematurely. Remember, not everyone needs to know everything about your plans, especially when they're still in the formative stages. As you work on your big move in private, you'll find that you have more mental and emotional space to focus on the task at hand. You won't be distracted by the need to constantly explain or justify your plans to others. You'll be free to change course if needed without feeling like you're letting others down or going back on your word. When your plans are fully formed and you're ready to take action, that's the time to reveal your next big move. At this point, you'll be presenting a well thought out plan or decision rather than a vague idea. This approach is more likely to garner support and respect, and it positions you for success. Right. Remember, your next big move is yours to nurture and develop. By keeping it private, you give it the best chance to grow into something truly remarkable. 4, your acts of kindness. The fourth area that should remain private is your acts of kindness. In an era where charitable actions are often publicized, there's something profoundly powerful about doing good deeds without seeking recognition. This isn't just about modesty. It's about preserving the true essence of generosity and its positive impact on both the giver and the receiver. Research in the field of positive psychology supports this approach. A study published in the journal Emotion found that performing acts of kindness can significantly increase life satisfaction and positive emotions. However, the study also noted that the benefits were more pronounced when the acts were done altruistically without expectation of recognition or reward. When you keep your acts of kindness private, you preserve the purity of your intentions. You're not helping others for public admiration or social currency. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. This approach to generosity nurtures a genuine sense of compassion and empathy within you. Moreover, private kindness protects the dignity of those you're helping. Not everyone wants their struggles or need for assistance to be public knowledge. By keeping your generosity under wraps, you're respecting the privacy of the recipients and allowing them to maintain their self-respect. Consider the story of the Secret Santa phenomenon. For years, a wealthy businessman named Larry Stewart anonymously gave out $100 bills to strangers in Kansas City during the holiday season. He kept his identity secret for 26 years until just before his death. His private generosity not only helped thousands of people, but it also inspired others to perform similar acts of kindness, creating a ripple effect of goodwill. Another powerful example is the tradition of zakat in Islam, one of the 5 pillars of the faith. Zakat is a form of almsgiving that is ideally done in secret to preserve the dignity of the recipient and the purity of the giver's intention. This centuries-old practice recognizes the power and importance of private acts of kindness. So how can you incorporate this principle into your life? Start by looking for opportunities to help others without fanfare. This could be as simple as leaving an anonymous note of encouragement for a coworker, or as significant as making an anonymous donation to a cause you believe in. When you do perform acts of kindness, resist the urge to post about them on social media or tell others. Instead, reflect privately on the impact of your actions. How did it make you feel? How might it have affected the recipient? This private reflection can deepen your understanding of empathy and compassion. Remember, the goal of kindness is not recognition, but positive impact. By keeping your acts of kindness private, you're not diminishing their value. You're enhancing it. You're creating a personal culture of generosity that doesn't depend on external validation. This doesn't mean you should never participate in public charitable events or openly support causes you believe in. There's certainly a place for visible philanthropy and community service, but make sure that your public acts of generosity are just the tip of the iceberg. Let there be a wealth of kindness beneath the surface that only you know about. By cultivating a practice of private kindness, you're not just helping others out, but also nurturing your own character and well-being. You're building a reservoir of positive experiences and emotions that can sustain you through challenging times. And you're contributing to a kinder, more compassionate world in a way that's truly authentic and meaningful. 5. Your spiritual or philosophical journey. The fifth and final area that must remain private is your spiritual or philosophical journey. This is perhaps the most personal and intimate aspect of your life, and it deserves to be protected from unnecessary scrutiny or debate. This journey encompasses your beliefs, your doubts, your moments of revelation, and your ongoing quest for meaning and purpose in life. Research in psychology and neuroscience has shown that personal belief systems, whether spiritual or philosophical, play a crucial role in our mental health and overall well-being. A study published in the Journal of Religion and Health found that individuals who engaged in private spiritual practices reported higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of psychological distress. By keeping this journey private, you give yourself the space to explore, question, and evolve without the pressure of having to defend or explain every shift in your perspective. This doesn't mean you should never discuss your beliefs or share but it does mean being selective about when and with whom you share these intimate parts of yourself. Consider the story of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha. Before his enlightenment, he spent years in private contemplation and meditation. This period of solitary spiritual exploration was crucial to his development of the philosophy that would become Buddhism. Had he been constantly explaining or defending his evolving beliefs, he might never have reached the insights that have influenced millions. Similarly, many great thinkers and philosophers throughout history have done their most profound work in relative solitude. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote his groundbreaking philosophical works while living a largely secluded life. This privacy allowed him to develop his radical ideas without the constant pressure of public scrutiny or debate. So how can you apply this principle to your own life? Start by creating a private space for spiritual or philosophical reflection. This could be a physical space, like a quiet corner in your home, or a temporal space, like a daily meditation practice or journaling session. Use this private space to explore your beliefs, question your assumptions, and wrestle with life's big questions. Don't feel pressured to come to quick conclusions or to align your thoughts with any particular doctrine or belief system. Allow yourself the freedom to doubt, to change your mind, and to hold contradictory ideas as you work through your spiritual or philosophical journey. When you do encounter new ideas or perspectives that resonate with you, resist the urge to immediately share them with others or to adopt them as part of your public identity. Instead, sit with these new thoughts for a while. Explore them privately, consider their implications, and see how they fit with your existing beliefs and values. If you're part of a religious or philosophical community, find a balance between communal practice and private exploration. While shared rituals and discussions can be valuable, make sure you're also giving yourself space for personal reflection and individual growth. Remember, your spiritual or philosophical journey is not about impressing others or winning debates. It's about developing a meaningful understanding of yourself and your place in the world. By keeping this journey private, you protect it from external pressures and allow it to unfold naturally and authentically. This privacy also allows you to act with more consistency and integrity. Instead of tailoring your beliefs to fit social situations or to win arguments, you can develop a strong internal compass that guides your actions regardless of who's watching. This alignment between your private beliefs and public actions is a powerful source of personal strength and authenticity. In conclusion, these 5 areas, your personal growth journey, your financial status, your next big move, your acts of kindness, and your spiritual or philosophical journey are the cornerstones of your authentic self. By keeping them private, you're not being secretive or antisocial. You're creating a sacred space where your true self can thrive. Privacy in these areas gives you the freedom to be genuine, to make mistakes, to change your mind, and to grow without constant external pressure or judgment. It allows you to build a strong foundation for your life based on your true values and aspirations, not on the expectations or opinions of others. Let's take a moment to imagine what your life could look like if you truly embrace privacy in these 5 areas. In your personal growth journey, you'd have the freedom to explore new ideas, try new habits, and work on your weaknesses without fear of judgment. You'd be able to fail and try again, knowing that your efforts are for your own benefit, not for public display. With your financial status kept private, you'd make decisions based on your true financial goals and values, not on keeping up appearances. You'd be free from the pressure of comparisons and able to focus on building real, sustainable wealth by keeping your next big move under wraps. You give yourself the space to fully develop your ideas and plans. You'd be able to launch your initiatives from a position of strength rather than exposing them to premature criticism or competition. Your acts of kindness done in private would come from a place of genuine compassion rather than a desire for recognition. You'd experience the deep, intrinsic satisfaction that comes from helping others without expecting anything in return. And in your spiritual or philosophical journey, you'd have the freedom to explore, question, and evolve your beliefs without the need to defend or explain every step of your path. You develop a strong internal compass that guides your actions, regardless of external pressures. As you move forward, I challenge you to reassess how much of yourself you're sharing with the world. Are you giving these 5 crucial areas the privacy they deserve? Are you creating enough space in your life for quiet growth, honest self-reflection, and genuine personal development? Remember, choosing privacy in these key areas is not about hiding. It's about nurturing the most important parts of yourself in a safe, protected environment. It's about creating the conditions for authentic growth and success. Your life is a masterpiece in the making. Some parts of it are meant to be shared and admired, but the most precious elements, the ones we've discussed today, are best kept private until they're ready to manifest in your actions, your character, and your impact on the world. So go forth with this knowledge. Guard these 5 areas of your life fiercely. Let them be the quiet engines of your growth, your success, and your fulfillment. For in protecting these private aspects of your life, you're not just safeguarding your personal development, you're preserving the very essence of what makes you uniquely, powerfully. The world doesn't need to see every part of you to benefit from your presence. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give to others is the result of what you've nurtured in private. Your public success will be all the more impressive, your character all the more admirable, and your impact all the more profound, because they stem from a well-tended private life. Remember, true power often lies in what remains unseen. Your private thoughts, decisions, and actions are the invisible threads weaving the tapestry of your legacy. Cherish them, protect them, and watch as they silently shape you into the person you're meant to become. As we wrap up, let's consider some practical steps you can take to implement this philosophy of privacy in your daily life. Create a private journal. Use this to record your personal growth journey, your thoughts, your struggles, and your victories. This private space allows for honest reflection and tracking of your progress. 2, set up a privacy hour each day. Dedicate this time to activities that nurture your private self. Meditation, reading, or working on personal projects without the intention of sharing them. And practice financial discretion. Avoid discussing specific financial details with others. Instead, focus on financial education and making wise decisions based on your personal goals. Develop an inner circle policy. Carefully select a small group of trusted individuals with whom you can share your plans and ideas. This allows for valuable input while still maintaining overall privacy. Challenge in anonymous acts of kindness. Challenge yourself to perform 1 act of kindness each week that no one else knows about. This cultivates genuine altruism. Reads create a personal mission statement. This private document can guide your actions and decisions, serving as a compass for your life without needing to be shared with others. Practice the art of listening. By focusing on understanding others rather than constantly sharing about yourself, you naturally maintain more privacy while also gaining valuable insights. Regularly, audit your social media or review what you're sharing online and ask yourself if it aligns with your privacy goals. Consider scaling back if necessary. 9, learn to deflect personal questions. Develop polite but firm ways to redirect conversations when they veer into areas you prefer to keep private. Celebrate private celebration of your achievements. Have a private moment of acknowledgement and gratitude. This keeps you grounded and focused on intrinsic rather than extrinsic rewards. By implementing these practices, you'll gradually create a rich, private inner world that serves as the foundation for your public success and well being. In our age of constant connectivity and oversharing, choosing privacy is a radical act. It's a declaration that your inner world is valuable, that your thoughts and journey are worthy of protection, and that your true self doesn't need constant external validation to thrive. This choice may not always be easy. There will be times when the temptation to share, to seek validation, or to compare yourself to others will be strong. In these moments, remember why you've chosen this path of privacy. Remember the strength, the authenticity, and the freedom it brings. You may find that as you embrace privacy in these 5 key areas, other aspects of your life begin to change as well. You may become more confident, more centered, and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. You may find that your relationships deepen as you connect with others from a place of genuine self-knowledge rather than a need for approval. Your journey towards a more private, more authentic life starts now. With each choice to keep these 5 areas private, you're investing in your own growth and potential. You're creating a life that's truly yours, shaped by your values and aspirations rather than external expectations. So take this knowledge, this understanding of the power of privacy, and let it guide you. Let it be the foundation upon which you build a life of genuine success, deep fulfillment, and lasting impact. Your most significant growth, your most profound insights, and your most meaningful achievements may never be seen by the world. And that's exactly as it should be. Remember, you are the author of your own life story. Some chapters are meant to be shared, but others, the most transformative ones, are often written in the privacy of your own heart and mind. Honor these private chapters, nurture them, allow them to shape you into the person you're meant to become. As you leave here today, carry with you this fundamental truth. Your private self is your most authentic self. By protecting and nurturing this private self, you're not just investing in your own growth and happiness. You're cultivating the strength and wisdom that will allow you to make your greatest contribution to the world. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey to a more private, more authentic life begins with a single choice. Make that choice today. Choose privacy. Choose the power of what remains unseen. Your future self will thank you for it. Thank you